guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you are looking for a super easy holiday look, then you clicked on the right video. I'm going to take you step by step on how to create this beautiful, simple, yet very elegant fox eye look paired with this red lip that's going to be beautiful on so many skin tones. So if you're interested in how I achieve this look, then keep on watching. I've already prepped my skin, so I'm gonna just jump right in. So the first thing I'm gonna use is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. It's literally my favorite. It's honestly the best primer I've ever used, ever. It's so freaking good. And it is like so sticky. Literally, I do one pump, but it's so sticky. I just kind of like work it in a couple of parts, like areas on my nose that the foundation just like doesn't stick to it. And it's like areas like right here. I have like a couple of like acne and like right under here. So a trick that I've been using is to just grab some loose setting powder, some translucent powder, and just apply the powder to those areas where you have a little bit of like foundation that doesn't really stick. So I'll do that underneath here. It's gonna help the foundation just stick a little bit better. So just a little trick. We're gonna do the eyebrows and the eyes first. I'm just gonna grab my brow styling soap. I picked this up off of Amazon and it was super cheap. I'm gonna grab my Essence Lash and Brow Gel, which is like so dirty because I've used it so much. And I'm gonna I actually used this brush and I used it to pick up some of the soap. And I just like use it to pick up some of the soap. I don't know if that's weird if anybody else does that, but I feel like sometimes if I add water, it's a little bit too runny and then it doesn't really push up my eyebrow hairs. Just gonna push up my eyebrow hairs like all the way up. You can tell like I have kind of like patchy eyebrows, like I have little missing spots. So pushing up my hairs like just helps me uncover those missing spots and then I can fill it in so much easier. Okay, I'm gonna take just an eyebrow spoolie. I'm just gonna take another spoolie. I'm actually gonna swipe the hairs all the way at the top, and that also just wipes out like the excess gel and soap that is left at the top. I'm gonna wipe that out. So I always make sure that my eyebrows are really, really dry before I actually start drawing them on. So I'm gonna go ahead and do something else while I wait for my eyebrows to dry. So I'm gonna do the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this is the orange color for the color correction. Always use this because you can tell I have like dark under eyes, like right here, like kind of like purplish and stuff. So this stuff really helps to cover that up. So I'm going to just take a little bit and just draw that on. It's gonna take a little bit. And I have a little bit of a birthmark here too, so I'm just gonna use the orange color corrector to clear that up. And I'm just gonna take my e.l.f. buffing foundation brush to just kind of buff that out. Just another thing that I do too before I proceed is that I also just take a little bit of the translucent, I can't talk today. I take a little bit of the translucent powder again, and it's just the Airspun in the translucent shade. I'm gonna just take a little bit, knock off the excess, and I'm just gonna sweep it under my eyes again. And this just helps so that the orange color doesn't smear elsewhere. It stays where you want it to. So I just take a little bit and do that. Make sure not to put too much, because if you put too much, it's just gonna be cakey. So now that my eyebrows are dry, I'm gonna take my Milano Precision brush. What is it? Milano Precision Brow, and this is in the color Ebony. It's a really affordable, like drugstore eyebrow pencil, and I use this eyebrow pencil when I want to do like a very light, fluffy eyebrow look, which is the look that we're trying to go for. So I'm just gonna use that pencil just to kind of fill in my eyebrows, and I'm gonna do upward strokes just like that. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna clean it up. And then I'm gonna take the other side with the spoolie and just brush it up and kind of just feather those hairs out a little bit more. Now I'm actually gonna take my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind and I'm gonna just clean these babies up. Okay guys, so I cleaned out my eyebrows off camera with the concealer. Now the fun part. So I'm actually gonna take some invisible tape because I ran out of my eyeshadow tape. And we're just going to take a little bit of the invisible tape and we're gonna use this to cut the crease. So we're just gonna place this, align the tip of your eye with your eyebrow. The e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer, and I'm just gonna take a flat like brush like that, that's dense, so I can pick up this product. And then we're just going to apply the Putty Eye Primer on the lid of the eye. My Morphe Artistry palette. I know there's like burn marks on it, but I take my Morphe Artistry palette, and this is the one Nature Glow palette, the 350. And I'm going to take a fluffy brush. Which one shall it be? I'm gonna take this Wet n Wild fluffy brush. And I'm gonna pick up this like cream shade right here, this light cream shade, and just gonna pick up that light cream color, and it's like, and it's matte, there's no sparkles or anything on it, and I'm just gonna apply that all over the eyelid. And I'm just gonna apply that all over the eyelid and kind of sweep it all the way up. Pause. I'm gonna take this same fluffy brush and I'm gonna pick up this very like neutral brown shade. If you're obviously of a different complexion, I would pick up just something that's gonna be a nice smooth transition color and also add definition to your crease. So I'm just gonna grab that brush and I'm going to add some definition to the crease of my eye and just full blend it out. I'm gonna take my e.l.f. small angled brush and ink on the Morphe palette. It's gonna be the fourth row from the left, the second to last one, that chocolate brown color. We're gonna be using that because it's not too dark. It kind of has like a chocolate warmer undertone to it. I like that color a lot more. So we're gonna pick up some of that color and we're gonna take that liner brush and we're going to line that up. We're gonna line it out and we're gonna line it up. And we're gonna align the eye. So you don't want it to be too dark, but it's still noticeable. You see when I get to the outer corner, I kind of just start blending that out. And we're gonna take the e.l.f. crease brush with nothing on it and we're just gonna blend that out. That is it. So now when we're done with that, we're just gonna remove the tape and it literally reveals the most perfect little edge. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab that same eyeshadow brush, the chocolate brown, and we're just going to line the inner corner. So we're gonna take that and we're gonna line the inner corner. So I did both of the fox eyes already with the tape. Honestly, using the tape makes it so much easier. Just if you don't have eyeshadow tape, just use Scotch tape. It works just fine. So now we're gonna go in with the foundation finally, and I'm gonna use my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop, and I am the color Warm Honey. I used to use a lighter shade, but I feel like this one kind of melts better into my skin. So I'm gonna use a moist beauty blender, and then I'm also After I apply a couple of pumps of foundation, I'm going to take my e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist, and I feel like my foundation just lasts so much more. It looks so much better on my skin. So here we go. I'm just going to take a couple pumps and just apply that here, here, and here. Then I'm going to take my Stay All Night Microfiber Spray, and I'm just going to spray a good amount on my face, and now I'm gonna just start blending. I'm gonna take my e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer, and I have the color Tan Walnut. So I'm not gonna apply an insane amount because obviously I don't want it to bring my face down. So I'm just gonna take the concealer and I'm gonna apply it in the inner corner here. And then I'm gonna bring the concealer and I'm gonna drag it up like that. That's all I'm gonna use. I'm actually gonna take my small beauty blender because we already got this eyeshadow going on, so we want to be precise. And this is also this is moistened, so I'm just gonna take that and we're going to pat. I'm gonna take some of my Airspun powder and I'm just going to sweep under the eye and the nose. The next step is we're gonna bronze. So I'm just gonna take my e.l.f. which brush? I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush and my Butter Bronzer, and I'm gonna use the Endless Summer color. It's, well, it's the only one I feel like I can use with my skin tone. And it's just, it smells so good every time. I love it. So we're gonna take that bronzer and we're just gonna bronze the forehead here. And then this bronzer, we're not gonna overdo it, but we're just gonna take that and drag it just a little bit, just to create a little definition, and then we're gonna buff it out. And then I'm gonna take some of that bronzer and I'm gonna just give some definition to my jawline here. Step is I'm going to take my Kylie pressed powder and well, this is the Kylie pressed blush powder in the color Rosy. Such a pretty color. Can tell I've used this. I'm going to take the same blending brush and just pick up a little bit of that, and then I'm just going to take that rosy colored blush and just kind of press that onto my temples and drag it up. You don't want to be too much blush too far in. Again, I want to keep the products here. So same thing on the other side. This brush right here and the Butter Bronzer again, and I'm going to contour my nose pretty lightly. I'm just going to take a little bit of that product and I'm going to contour my nose using this brush and just sweep it down. And I'm gonna take a little bit more product and I'm just gonna apply some right here just to make me look like I have a button nose, a cute little button nose. Take my little sponge and I'm gonna get some translucent powder and we're gonna carve out the nose. So we're just gonna take that powder and we're gonna carve that nose here. Take some of that powder again and we're gonna do it on here and right on the tip of the nose. I'm gonna take my eyelash curler and just curl my lashes here. Use a eyelash heater, an eyelash curler, so I'm just gonna turn it on really quick. This is such an awesome purchase. Eyelash curler has like changed the game for me because my eyelashes are not that long, but with the eyelash curler, it makes such a difference. So if you have long lashes and you get the eyelash curler, you're literally gonna look like you have falsies. It's incredible. All right, so now I'm gonna take my L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Base Primer for my lashes, and I'm just gonna apply a very thin coat because if not, it gets clumpy. I do it on the bottom lashes too because I feel like it just makes them so much thicker. Now I'm gonna take my eyelash curler, and it's already kind of been hot, so I'm gonna just curl my lashes like this. I'm gonna take my Milk Kush waterproof mascara in black. I feel like this mascara is actually so good. Because guys, like listen, I barely have lashes. So the fact that you can like actually see my lashes is incredible. I'm gonna take my L'Oreal Telescopic mascara in Carbon Black. I'm gonna top that off on my lashes because I just feel like it accentuates them like so much more. And it just pushes them up. I'm gonna go back to the Morphe palette, and we're gonna use that same color we used for the eyeliner. We're gonna grab the crease brush again, or just like a brush with like more of a tapered end. We're gonna need a little bit of that color, and then we're gonna take some of that brown color and we're gonna drag it in. We're just gonna drag it in like that. Again, a little bit of that powder, and we're gonna do the inner corner again, just because when we added the foundation, that kind of went away a little bit. So we're gonna just take that powder and just accentuate. Take the telescopic mascara once again, and we are going to apply that mascara to the lower lash line. So I'm gonna take my Ace Beauty lip liner, and this is in the color So Gorgeous, and I'm gonna line my lips. I love this color so much. Just make sure there's not like an excess amount of like chapstick, but we're gonna grab the lip liner. So we're gonna line them here. Same lipstick, Ace Beauty, and this is called Here to Slay, and this is the creamy matte lipstick. This actually came in my BoxyCharm, so such a pretty color. This is a very, very bright red. I'm gonna take my Kylie Jenner pressed highlighter powder, and we're going to just highlight the bridge of our nose right here, just a little bit. And then we're gonna highlight the tip of our nose right here. And then we're gonna highlight just the high points of our face. So we're gonna highlight right here. All right, guys, so that is the end of the video, and this is the final look. I love this final look. I'm definitely wearing this for Christmas Eve. And also, if I can do this look, so can you, especially with the help of the Scotch tapes. I hope everyone's having an amazing holiday season. Before you leave, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure to click the bell button so that you're notified every time I post a new video. Bye.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas